connecting those two things together has been impossible. So from our experience in enterprise deployments, which is really our bread and butter, and it's really where we see most of our traction and where we really provide value, it really is the single point of acquisition for all of this. Obviously, that's a very vague way of saying it, but the Aramarks of the world, the Sodexos of the world, the Fortune 500 companies, they want to have a single vendor that they go to contract and order from. They don't want to have to strike up POs with all these different companies simply because the legal process, the accounts process, to be able to strike up these contracts and agreements and SLAs individual to all these different vendors, like it's just a headache. And this is why the largest companies in the world still tend to do pen and paper inspections, and they move slower into high tech. Now, having said that, they all have a desire to move into high tech because that's how they differentiate themselves from their competition and throughout the industry. And that's where we want to push them to. We are the enabler that allows them to get to those levels. And we do that by being that single point of acquisition, but also on the data side. And this is where is it technical? Every single enterprise has their applications. If they have 10,000 employees and they're using an app, they've been trained to use that app. The IT teams are aware of that app. They know the security relations to it. They know how it all works. They don't want to put another app in front of them and say, hey, this is our new IoT app. They certainly don't want to put multiple apps in front of them, one for bin level, one for temperature monitoring, one for this, one for that. So getting sensor data out of the sensor, out of the LoRa server, out of wherever it is, into their BI tools. Maybe it's Tableau, maybe it's Power BI, or into their data lakes. Maybe it's on Snowflake, maybe it's any of these other ones, into their work ticketing systems and their work order systems. Facility managers or general managers, they're used to waking up in the morning and seeing, okay, this is my to-do list for the day, right? And it's all based on, you need to inspect this many bathrooms today. You need to check on HVAC units at these locations, whatever it is, using sensors to automate that checklist as opposed to just routine. Hey, we just cleaned 100 bathrooms today. That's what we do. Instead, no, today we're going to clean 32 because that's all that needs to be cleaned. That's way more efficient. And the sensor data can drive that. But connecting those two things together has been impossible, not scalable until the services and the technology and the connections that we provide make that instantaneous.